हेलो, गुड इवनिंग, वेलकम, सुस्वागतम, स्वागत है आपका आज के इस एक्सपर्ट टॉक लाइव शो में। आज सबको नवरात्रि की शुभकामनाएं, दुर्गा पूजा की भी शुभकामनाएं एंड फेस्टिवल सीजन्स की सबको ग्रीटिंग्स। होप यू आर एंजॉइंग योर नवरात्रि एंड दुर्गा पूजा। सो yes, it's time to invite our expert of the day. So let us invite our expert of the day, and our expert of the day is Humera Afreen, who will be speaking on rise above the noise of LinkedIn. So it will be an interesting session. So let us invite our expert of the day. Yes, Humera, thank you for joining in.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me, Vipul. It's a great opportunity.
Pleasure is ours. Thank you for accepting our invitation and thank you for joining in. And we are sure कि session will be quite interesting और हमें काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा कि how to utilize our LinkedIn profile and how to get the best out of it. So topic is very interesting. Rise above the noise on LinkedIn. So audience stay tuned. Last में आपको हुमेरा जी की तरफ से गिफ्ट मिलेगा, free ebook with which will have all the details which will be discussed here. सो आप उसको रिवाइव कर सकते हैं, रिफ्रेश कर सकते हैं। आपके लिए एज अ रिफ्रेशर काम करेगा। सो स्टे ट्यून्ड, बी देयर till the end, and you will definitely get to will share the link of that ebook. Yes, Tanya, thank you for joining in. Yes, Manish, thank you for joining in. Stay tuned, ऐसे ही जुड़े रहिए. Do keep motivating us. Keep typing in your uh, feedback, comment, and uh, even you can ask your questions. We'll be happy to answer your questions as well. So आप अपने जो भी लाइव क्वेश्चंस है वो भी पूछ सकते हैं. We'll be happy to answer your live questions. So audience, do participate. And yes, अगर आप लिंक्डइन पे देख रहे हैं तो लाइक कीजिए, सेशन को शेयर कीजिए लिंक्डइन में, ताकि मैक्सिमम लोगों को ये सेशन के बारे में पता चल सके एंड मैक्सिमम ऑफ ऑडियंस कैन ज्वाइन इन. एंड अगर आप यूट्यूब पे देख रहे हैं, यूट्यूब चैनल विपुल द वंडरफुल पे, तो प्रेस द बेल आइकॉन, डू लाइक and do share this session so that maximum of your network can join in. So yes, with that note, let us start the session. Let me give a brief intro about Humera Afreen, what she is doing, and a brief about her profile, and then we'll jump into the topic of the day. So yes, let me start the session. Yes, so Humira Afreen, with over 4 years of experience, she assists startup founders and freelancers in generating organic leads through LinkedIn, and she offers corporate training on Sales Navigator for lead generation and equips job seekers with the skills to optimize their LinkedIn profile for dream opportunities. So that's amazing. You are doing great, Humira, and that's amazing.
Thank
So
you, Vipul.
yeah, so let us start the session. And yes, audience, don't forget to check in Humira's profile on LinkedIn, and you can connect with her and you can DM her if you want any guidance afterwards. So yes, Humira, tell us more about you and your journey till now.
Yes. So as Vipulji mentioned, I am 4 plus years equipped. So I am not that kind of expert, but I have got some knowledge with my personal experiences. And with that personal experiences, I am here with this topic, rise above the noise. So the LinkedIn passion started in my mind and heart in 2020. So that was during COVID. So everyone out there was jobless and everyone was very active on LinkedIn from then. But before that, LinkedIn was some similar platform like Naukri where people were searching for just jobs. I too felt the same, but that is more than that. And today, in 2023, we have 930 million audience on LinkedIn. So 930 million users on, out of which creators who are just users who are also recruiters. So there are all kinds of people on LinkedIn. And the amazing thing is on LinkedIn we have all the serious people. It's not they come for entertainment. So this got me into passion, and these days, from May 2023, I am on a mission to help startup business owners who are from India to generate leads for them. and also freelancers who are looking for leads, and also job seekers who are looking for jobs. So all these three things are done by me personally for myself. So while I was doing job, I got all the job opportunities from LinkedIn. So while I started freelance, I got freelance leads on LinkedIn. Now I'm doing the business, and since 6 months, so I will be discussing what I did in this today's session. So by doing all those things, I was able to generate 15 leads, and that too only using LinkedIn without running
Wow,
ads.
that's
So
amazing.
I am here. So the topic rise above the noise on LinkedIn is, I chose this because there is a lot of noise on LinkedIn. Like everybody is talking something, posting something, saying something. So if we want to raise above that, so we should make some noise, right? So in order to do that, what we have to do? So it is a 6+6 formula which I have developed using my strategies and my overall
That's
experience.
great.
So it's a simple journey, like following these 6 steps for 6 months. So what will be the 6 steps and how we have to do that? So all this in detail is mentioned in the ebook. So that you will be getting as promised by the end of the session. So what all the questions you have now, you can ask me. I will say like how you can implement these 6 steps in that. So that is the thing we are here.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you, Miraj, Fatima, for joining in and appreciating. Yes, audience, stay tuned and do participate. Do ask your questions. We'll be happy to answer them. So, उमेरा जैसे आपने बताया कि you are going to share this 6+6 formula. So, tell us more about today's topic. As the topic is
Yes.
rise above the noise on LinkedIn, and this
Yes.
6+6 formula. So, tell us more about it.
So the 6 steps for 6 months is what defines the 6+6 formula. So what are the 6 steps? They start with showcase, share, connect, interact, catch up, and upskill. So let me repeat. It will be showcase, share, connect, interact, catch up, and upskill. So these are the things which we have to do combinedly for 6 months to see the results. So we can't skip any of the step because these 6 steps are definitely to be followed consistently for 6 months. So we might have seen many people talking about that consistency is a key on LinkedIn. So for that thing, if these 6 steps are followed consistently, we can definitely see the results like I have seen for myself. And I'm also following the same steps for my clients, which I'm generating leads for them. So even the people who are not at all active on LinkedIn were able to generate leads within month. So converting and all that comes next based on your product or service. So that will take some time, but generating leads is what we can crack with this formula.
Great, great. So if we can deep dive into this all six one by one, then that will be great. Add on if you can.
Yes, definitely, definitely. So first thing will be showcase. So we need to showcase on LinkedIn what all we might be doing. Like we might be going somewhere, learning something, meeting some people in our work culture, in our personal life. No matter what you are doing, so you have to showcase that. Like you are gaining some skill, you have to showcase that. You are meeting some good people in business, you are taking some uh, good stuff, or you're gaining some knowledge by attending some event, so you have to showcase all these things in your profile. So optimizing profile is something where you have to not only beautifully craft your profile, you should also showcase your work practically, like what you are doing in person. So that is something you have to do in showcase. And share is something where you will be sharing the content and knowledge in words, in your actions. Like you will be implementing something on your profile, or you will be implementing something to generate leads. So you have to share that thing, like how you were seeing the results before it, how the results you got after that. So these are the things, this is the knowledge or learning which you have to share on LinkedIn. So people will get to know that you have something in your mind, you have something in your bags that is very valuable. So that brings value to your profile. So after sharing, what you have to do is you have to connect. So just showcasing and sharing will not bring the traction. So you have to also connect. There are millions of people on LinkedIn. In order to stand out, we have to reach out to them. It's not that we just sharing and we will sitting and we were seeing like, oh god, we are not getting any traction, we are not getting reactions, we are not getting likes. So that is not the thing. We have to connect.
So it's all
Connecting in
about
the
give
sense,
and take. It's about all
yes,
give and take. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, you have to keep one step forward because you are on LinkedIn with a purpose and to achieve something. So we have to take one step forward to connect with them. Then only people will come to you. And after connecting, it will not stop after connecting. So you have to also interact with them. You interact in the sense not connecting directly with them or taking call-ups. It will be like engaging with their posts, giving advice on their text or posts, what they are doing, suggesting them something new, like if they are doing something wrong on their profile, feel free to suggest them. Like people on LinkedIn, no, they accept everything. They don't oppose. Like most of the people, they don't oppose if you are sharing something relevant to them. So they will accept it and they will consume it and they are ready to learn it. So that's the kind of platform LinkedIn. So after what I said, interact. So after interacting, what we have to do is we have to catch up in the sense like Vipulji, he is catching up me and you. So that is something what we have to do. Uh,
True.
this is something which is going live, but we need not go live every time. So with the bandwidth what we have, we might be using free LinkedIn. So we will be having a lot of connections. Like you have somebody from your friends who is good at HR field, and you have somebody from your juniors who is looking for some guidance in HR field. Connect these two people, catch them up. Like you be as a moderator and let them speak with each other, let them share their knowledge, you also put your advice, and after catching up with them you can share this session on LinkedIn. Not a recording, it can just be a conversation which was valuable out of that catch up. So you can share this catch up session on LinkedIn as a text, so you have got a post on LinkedIn, and that will really get good traction. That is one thing. And the last step what you have to do is you have to upskill. So upskilling is something which is a very underrated thing, but it has very good results. So people in market don't like old knowledge. So what for that, what we have to do is we have to keep on upskilling. Like now AI is in boom. We have to learn that. We have to implement that. We even though we fail, no matter we failed, but we have to do something. Unless we start and do something, we will not find ways to get success from that.
True.
So
Very
we
true.
have to upskill continuously. So
We
these are
will
the
have to
six
keep.
steps.
We'll have to keep experimenting.
Yes, correct. So those
True.
are the things which we have to do. So I want to repeat the six steps again. First, we have to showcase, share, connect, interact, catch up, and upskill. So these are the six steps you have to definitely follow. And for different professions, it will be in different way. So for that detailed view, you can just view the ebook. It will have all the examples with different professions. So that will be clear for you.
Yes, audience, stay tuned. We'll share the ebook link at the end of the session. So you'll definitely get that ebook. Thank you. Yeah, so that was amazing. Thank you, Rahul, for joining in. Thank you, Manish, for the appreciation. You are enjoying the session and we are happy to know that. So audience, आप अपने questions भी पूछेगा. We'll definitely answer them simultaneously during the session. So moving on with the very first question from my end. Uh, are there any do's and don'ts for using LinkedIn messaging activity? Like, you have said connecting and all these things. So messaging is also part of one of the, connecting factor. So what are the
Yes.
do's and don'ts uh, for that?
Yes. So LinkedIn gives an option called personalized note. So we have to make utilize we have to definitely utilize that, and we have to make use of it in such a way that we are speaking to our people who are not connected with us in a relevant or purposeful way. Not just like we are just sending them a connection request. So that will not work out. If you are adding a message, then that will definitely work out. So what to add in message is you have to either add some value. You can share like you got to know about this person from so and so person, or you got to see him or meet him at some event, and you were very impressed by his performance or their interaction with the audience. So you can connect in that way. You should maintain relevancy while connecting. So this is the thing what you have to do. So we have to personalize, and even if we don't get the reply, we can just follow up with them after a week. Just follow up with them and connect with them. People might be busy. See, on from 930 million people on LinkedIn, only 16% of them log in every day. So that's the
True.
case with LinkedIn. So they might be occupied with other works. So we should not stop at one message. We have to follow up as well. So this is the thing which we can do. What we should not do is we should not discuss about the religious or political matters, because LinkedIn is a serious place where people are more into learning and growing professionally. So instead of if we bring all these things, then our profile credibility will go down. Like people will discuss, or people will uh, share like this person is speaking all this stuff, and they will get disconnected with you. So that's the case which we should not do. And also we should not talk much of the personal information in LinkedIn, like sharing, oversharing of personal information is avoided in messages. So these are things which we can do and don't do.
Very, very, very prompt answer to this. So yes, we can use the messaging very effectively. Great. Yes, moving on to the next question. How can we, measure the success of my LinkedIn efforts, and what metrics should I focus on? Because, efforts तो हम daily करते हैं, कुछ ना कुछ हम कर रहे हैं, तो how to judge, मतलब evaluate कि हम कर रहे हैं वो right direction में जा रहा है कि
Yes.
any changes required or any further experiments
Yes.
required, तो वो कैसे कर सकते हैं हम?
Hmm. So if you are a beginner, like I will tell it to a broader audience only. So if you are a beginner and you want to share something on LinkedIn and put efforts, so check it. Like if you are doing minimum of 1 week in a post, or 2 weeks in a post. So 1 or 2 weeks in a post are minimum of thing which you can do. Like what you have to do on post and how you have to create content, that is different part. But please check that you are posting something. Either it can be content, or it can be any video, or any image. So any kind of post you should be doing. So, and one more thing what you can do is you have to be focused on engagements for 1 hour after post. So after you post on LinkedIn, be active on LinkedIn for 1 hour, and in that 1 hour we will get the comments and interactions. So feel free to comment, answer the people who are commenting on your post. If people are liking and reacting, you can also thank them. Like, thank you for reacting on my post. That will also help you grow your post. So by doing all these things, you can measure. Like, you have to do all these things. First thing is you have to post, you have to interact in your post, like commenting and all, you have to do that. And apart from that, what you can do is, for the metrics which you asked, what you can focus is post impressions is something you have to focus on first thing. So you can compare it from month to month, like how your post impressions are improving. And the second thing is profile views. Your profile is getting views. So that is something which you can focus. And also search appearances. We have all these three analytics in our analytics dashboard if you are turning on the creator mode. So we can get that, we can measure all these three metrics. But make sure you don't focus on followers. It's a big no to focus on followers on LinkedIn, because people even with the 2 lakh plus followers are getting 1,000 impressions, right? So following is something where people will follow, and most of them are inactive and don't engage or interact with your content. So your purpose on LinkedIn should be,
Very true.
your content should be being shared, your knowledge should be shared, people get value from your content. So for that thing you should never focus on followers on LinkedIn. Saheli Chatterjee, who is a young and dynamic freelancer. She is very good performer. She shares a lot of valuable content. She has 2 lakh plus followers, but she gets average of 5,000 interactions on her post, which is very big. But for her
Wow.
following, that is low,
Wow.
right? So we should not focus on the followers now
So
on LinkedIn.
followers is
Uh,
not the only parameter. Very very
yes.
rightly said.
Yes. So in post impressions, profile views, and search appearances. These three things will help you measure your performance. From month on month, you can measure them. You can maintain a sheet. You can see the changes.
Yeah, so that was amazing. The takeaway for me is, you should, whenever you are posting, तो first 1 hour is very crucial. तो आप खुद की posting करने के बाद, you should be active on LinkedIn. You should keep
Yes.
engaging in others content, so वो आपके प्रोफाइल पे आ सकते हैं, या फिर आपका कंटेंट ऑटोमेटिकली बूस्ट होगा, एंड जो भी आपके कंटेंट पे
Yes.
कमेंट कर रहा है उसको भी आप रेसिप्रोकेट करो, उसको एक्नॉलेज करो विद with any
Correct.
relevant reply, so that will also give a good impact. So
Yes.
first 1 hour is very crucial. तो
Very
ऐसा नहीं कि
crucial.
पोस्ट करके आप छोड़ दो तो
Mhm.
वो नहीं होगा. You'll have to drive it,
Yes.
so that's the
Yes.
correct method. Very.
Recently, I attended one live, and there I got to know this information. Like, after posting, instead of staying idle on LinkedIn, what we can do is we have to comment or engage with our best performing creators, like who will be same like us, but they are top performers in our niche. So we have to engage with their posts. So our profile will get appeared over their comments. Got it. So we should choose such five top creators who are relevant to our niche. And after posting, we have to spare 10 minutes of time to comment on their post. So that will also get traction on your profile.
Wow, that's amazing.
I
Good
tried
insight.
this, but that is very good. I got results after using that trick.
That's amazing. Very good insight, and that will be helpful to many. Yes, thank you. Yes, Hitesh, thank you so much for the appreciating. Good question. Yeah, yes, audience, you can also ask your question. We'll be happy to answer them. So yes, Hitesh, stay tuned and don't forget to get the link of ebook. So at the end of the session, you will get that. यस सो वेरी राइटली सेड. आपने बिल्कुल सही बताया कि कैसे यू वी कैन मेजर, कैसे हम उसको, व्हाट आर द डूज एंड डोंट्स. सो मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन which is very important. Rightly said, you said कि we should keep posting our content, और content post करने के बाद engage करना है. But big question, very big question, content क्या post करें? Image, carousel, poll, what to post, video. And nowadays तो I've seen कि अभी trend चल रहा है, कोई मूवी का क्लिप हो गया, कोई एडवर्टीजमेंट हो गया, कुछ ना कुछ लोग पोस्ट कर देते हैं. एंड दिस थैंक्स टू दिस एआई कंटेंट इजीली जनरेट हो जाता है. तो वो वीडियो कुछ
Easily.
होता है, उसके ऊपर कंटेंट कुछ और होता है, एंड पीपल डू पोस्ट इट. सो कई बार रिलेवेंट
Yes.
भी होता है. बट व्हाट टाइप ऑफ कंटेंट शुड आई पोस्ट, और उसके बाद एक फॉलो अप क्वेश्चन भी है. सो लेट अस या प्लीज गाइड अस ऑन दैट.
Yeah. Okay. So LinkedIn algorithm, no, it keeps changing. It wants its audience to be creative every time. So what it will do is it will not follow a same algorithm. It can change in 2 months. It can also change in 1 week. So nowadays, what is trending is carousel posts and image posts. You can see like many people are posting some image chilling near beach, and they are explaining about freelance and their freelance lifestyle. So they are getting good traction, even though that image doesn't contain any content, but there is some relevancy. So we should make sure that there is some relevancy and we can post images that is performing higher. And carousels is something which is performing very good. So the carousel should be filled with information, lot of information, which is not available everywhere freely. Like they should gain value from that. So those kind of these two posts are performing very well. But in order to cope up with algorithm of LinkedIn, what we have to do is we have to do mix of all the posts. Like we should go with images, short videos, carousels, also going with polls, and also text posts. So we have to balance on every type of content in order to cope up with the changing algorithms. So LinkedIn will not announce that I am changing the algorithm and you will get traction for this kind of post. So in order to cope up, what we have to do is we have to maintain the consistency with all types of posts. So that one I can suggest.
So very rightly said कि you need to keep experimenting. You should don't
Yes.
expect कि you will get intimations from LinkedIn about their algorithm change. वो monthly by monthly और by default change होता ही रहता है. You never know
होता ही
on
रहता
which
है.
date.
हाँ.
So that's
Yes.
that's amazing. There is one follow up. There is one question from the audience also. So yes. First is Zoeb is asking, Zoeb Ayan, then Sakshi is also asking. Uh, so, yes, Zoeb is asking how effective it is to post in groups. Groups पहले ऐसा था कि ग्रुप्स बहुत ट्रेंडिंग थे लिंक्डइन में. अभी भी मैं देखता हूँ कि ग्रुप्स को रिवाइव कर रहे हैं, ऐसा मुझे फील हो रहा है. बट अभी अभी ग्रुप्स में वो एक्टिव वाला बैच भी उन्होंने इंट्रोड्यूस किया है, एंड काफ़ी कुछ और भी आ रहा है. सो
Hmm.
व्हाट इज योर एडवाइस ऑन दैट?
So we can just use the groups to repost. Like in groups, no, there are similar kind of people. So we have different groups for different categories and different business sectors. So what we can do is we can reshare our post. Mostly, I have also seen it and experimented. Like most of my posts, when I post on group, get less interaction while I post it on personal group. So what we can do is we can repost our post in the group so that we get to reach our post to similar audience. So we can use group in that case, not completely focusing on sharing
So
there.
you can use group to boost your post, and you can simply reshare your post rather than posting
Yes.
original content on the post. Well
Yes, we
answered.
can do that. But we need to keep in mind that we should not do it till 1 hour. So for 1 hour, we should focus on uh, making the content reach to more audience by engaging with comments and engaging with others' posts. So we have to invest 1 hour in this, and after 1 hour, you can post it in the relevant groups. So till
Well
1 hour,
said.
you can't even edit your post because editing post also getting low traction, and that post gets failed if we edit it after posting within 1 hour.
Okay, that's a good insight that you should refrain from editing. अगर कुछ भी होता है तो
Yes,
wait for at least 1 hour, and then after
1 hour and then
yeah,
edit.
yeah. So here Shakshi is also adding that three types of content will work: mostly insightful, aspirational, and personalized. So yes, very well
Yes.
added, Sakshi. Thank you so much for your addition. Thank you. या सो माय जैसे मैंने बताया था कि मुझे एक इसमें फॉलो अप क्वेश्चन भी है कि हम जो ये थर्ड पार्टी कंटेंट्स होते हैं, इमेजेस वगैरह होते हैं, कुछ वीडियोस होते हैं, मूवी की वीडियोस होते हैं, एडवर्टीजमेंट्स होती है, तो ये सब चीज़ें, ये सब कंटेंट यूज करना कितना एडवाइजेबल है? मतलब आर देयर एनी रिस्क फैक्टर, आर देयर एनी चांसेस कि इसमें कोई क्लेम या कॉपीराइट इशू आ सकता है? या जैसे मैंने आज एक प्रोफाइल में एक अच्छी ब्रांड का एक एडवर्टीजमेंट का वीडियो देखा था, तो आर देयर एनी चांसेस कि कंपनीज विल लव कि आपने उनकी पोस्ट शेयर की है, तो व्हाट आर द चांसेस?
Companies will definitely love it if we reshare their videos or content, but make sure that we are specifying that it is of theirs, it is not ours. So then that will be credible, because you can share it initially. If your profile have low traction, then nobody will notice that. But later on, if you are getting more traction and someday people will see like some content or some video has been shared by you like your own, by removing their logo or by removing their watermark, so then that will cause a problem. So what you can do is, if you're share even if you're sharing the content, like if we are learning something by attending any webinar, if you have learned something from that person, or even if you don't remember that name, it's okay, no problem. Like we can't remember everyone's name, but we should not own that content. We have to specify that I have learned it from somewhere, I
One of
have gained this
I'll
knowledge.
I'll add on. One of my friend is having a good Insta page, so he keeps sharing but the images of anyone and everyone. But he has a right, he has a habit in the content. He put one standard like not my content, DM to claim or remove the content.
Yes.
So that is the tagline he's using in all his posts. So that kind of disclaimer can also work. That's very
Yes,
true.
yes, that will definitely work, because people sometimes, if they see the copied content more, they might have seen it from the company, and after if they see your content, they will report on your profile. It can be any profile, like not only LinkedIn, even Instagram. If they report it, then Instagram or LinkedIn may ban our profiles. So in order to avoid that, we can give the credit to the person who is authority for that.
Very good, very good. Now, Hitesh has two questions. So, one is, after using LinkedIn hashtag generator, some post of mine doesn't do well, and some posts are doing well. So, please advise Umera on that.
So for hashtags, these days we are not getting much influence by the hashtags on our post. But yeah, there are some LinkedIn hashtag generators people have been using, and we can also use them. But we have to make sure that we will see, like when while we are adding the hashtag, we will see the number of following number beside that. So we will have the highest number of hashtags that have been used. So if that is relevant, add your 2 to 3 words and you will see like this hashtag which is relevant to your post has this number of following. Then you can add that. So after generating the hashtag, even though using the AI and all, we have to check like is this relevant and also in following. So these two things it should be humanized definitely. So if we check all these two things simultaneously, then we can get that traction.
And, and my follow-up question on this is there any criteria of number of hashtags we can use on LinkedIn?
Yes, yes. Maximum of 4 hashtags are enough. Like I have been following many of the top creators, and the suggestions I have seen from their profiles, like Dhruv Mukherjee, Ayushi Somani. So all these people they are mentioning like 4 hashtags are maximum which we have to use, and that should be relevant and should have high following. So we need to consider these points while mentioning the hashtags. And also I
Right.
have seen some posts saying that even though they are not using hashtags, their posts are performing well. So we know in LinkedIn algorithm, we can't imagine like how it is
True.
performing in the backend.
True, very true, very true. So, Zoeb is appreciating. Thank you. Gently, greatly answered. Thank you, Zoeb, for the
Thank
appreciation.
you.
Yeah. So, one more question from Hitesh is asking that what is the criteria for getting LinkedIn top voice badge? Nowadays LinkedIn has started giving different kind of badges. So, what it is and how one can go for it or how one can get it.
Very good question, Hitesh. Actually, I wanted to speak it on myself, but you good that you asked it. So, top voice badge is something when people will find your post insightful. So, LinkedIn is doing this. So, I researched it recently. 1 week ago, I was just searching for the profiles who are on top voice and how they are getting it and why are they even getting it. I also checked that are they even getting monetized for having a badge. So all these questions were answered. I will definitely answer. In order to rank as a top voice, so you have to post insightful content. There are reactions on a LinkedIn: celebrate, insightful, like, love. So all these things, you have to have high insightful reactions on your post. Then your profile will get the top voice badge. We have different categories for that again: development voice, SEO voice, copywriting voice. So there are different things, and that will be decided by LinkedIn. You will get a mail for that, and if you accept that, you will have that badge.
Wow. So like on this like will not work. Only insightful comment will work.
Insightful, yes, insightful
Wow.
reaction will work.
Insightful reaction will work. Great. Great, great. So audience keep engaging and keep asking questions like this. We'll be happy to answer them. So the session will be till 8 o'clock. So yeah, be there and do ask your questions. So can you share tips for expanding my LinkedIn network and meaningful connections? Because uh, आप ये वर्ड बिल्कुल सही है मीनिंगफुल कनेक्शंस आई कैन हैव एन नंबर ऑफ कनेक्शंस आई कैन इनवाइट एनीवन एंड एवरीवन until LinkedIn is stopping me कि your limit is has exhausted तो मैं वो कर सकता हूँ but meaningful और relevant connection is very much essential so वो कैसे हम कर सकते हैं.
So, in order to get meaningful connection, so for any people who are meaningful connections, either they can be the target audience or the people who are similar to them and the people who are learning from them. So, these three things are the people who are meaningful connections. So, in order to find them, having a uh, we should be having a picture of the person in our mind to create a relevancy. So for that thing, what we can do is we can't just find these people on LinkedIn directly. So we have to be active on LinkedIn. Like many people are attending this event today. So whoever on our LinkedIn who want to learn from me, they can connect with me. They can mention a personalized note saying that we got to see you from this event and we want to learn more. Then I will interact with them. They get to know that. So this way, the meaningful connection is built. So if you are looking for a job, reach out to the HR or the recruiter who has posted that job. You can directly give a personalized note mentioning a value and brief message so that the person accepts it and a meaningful connection is built. Even though you don't get the job right now, what you can do is you can just crack the deal, or you can just get some connection with them. So in the future, even if you are not getting job today, in the future they may be posting from different company, so then you might get attracted. So these are the things which we have to do. We have to join the events, we have to attend the webinars. Need not be you don't invest lots of money for this to interact and bring meaningful connections. You can attend free webinars like LinkedIn Live, which is free event. Many people are doing it around. So select some events which are relevant to your niche, attend them, interact with them. That we can do.
Like the
And
one
for
which we are doing right now.
yes, exactly.
Great, great. सो यस ऑडियंस कीप स्टे ट्यून्ड। आप मुझे और हुमेरा को फॉलो कर सकते हैं। वी यूज टू डू इट। हुमेरा काफ़ी सारी ऐसी इवेंट्स और एक्टिविटीज़ करते हैं, और हम भी एवरी वीकेंड, एवरी फ्राइडे और सैटरडे इवनिंग ऐसी ही लाइव ऑडियो और वीडियो इवेंट्स करते हैं। तो स्टे ट्यून्ड, फॉलो अस टू गेट ऑल रेगुलर अपडेट्स एंड गेट मैक्स आउट ऑफ इट। आप हुमेरा का प्रोफाइल भी मैंने शेयर किया हुआ है, मैं उसकी लिंक भी आपको शेयर करूँगा, तो आप सर्च कर सकते हैं, उनको कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं, डीएम कर सकते हैं फॉर एनी हेल्प, एनी गाइडेंस। एंड आप मुझे भी फॉलो कर सकते हैं। मेरा, अगर आप यूट्यूब पे देख रहे हैं तो डोंट फॉरगेट टू सब्सक्राइब आवर चैनल एंड टू प्रेस द बेल आइकॉन। यस, सो मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। As you said, how to expand network कैसे हो सकता है, you have rightly explained. So how can we find our relevant keywords, you know, जैसे हितेश जी ने बताया कि hashtags कैसे होता है, तो like keywords are, you know, how can we find out our relevant keywords to stand out from the crowd?
So in order to find your keywords, so we have three things. We have to mention these three things. Note these three things if you have a pen or paper near you. So these are very important. So first thing we need to consider is questions of our target audience. So we are different people, and we have different target audience here. So if for example, if you are looking for a job, our target audience is a recruiter or HR. So what are her questions, his or her questions? So they might be looking for a content writer with 4+ years of experience. If you are relevant to that, add those keywords. Like they will mention it clearly, who are the people who are hiring that. So there are many questions what our target audience have. Write down some 4 to 5 questions what your target audience have, and the answers for those questions will be keywords. That is first thing. And the second thing is LinkedIn search. So that's a very powerful search engine, LinkedIn, where we can find different kinds of people from different locations. Very specific filters are available. We can get it from different locations, different companies, different sectors. We will also have different language profiles as well. So we need not go that deeper level, but I'm just explaining you the deeper level of LinkedIn filters. So what you can do is you can search for some people who are like you, or who are doing some stuff like you are doing. What you can do is you can search for the keyword which you are expert at, and see the profiles which are ranking on the first page. That is, on first page you will see the 10 profiles on the top. So note down what keywords they are adding in their headline, what keywords they are mentioning in their skills. So observe their profiles. Then you will find some 4 to 5 top keywords for you, and note down them. So that is second thing. And what is third thing is, this is very interesting, and it's like a job section on LinkedIn. So when you go to job section on LinkedIn, you will find people hiring for your service. Like even though you are a freelancer, even though you are a business owner, people will be hiring for the service which you are providing. Go there, you will see the in the description, you will see the key skills mentioned by them. The in the description you will see the name of the tools they have mentioned. So those are the keywords which you can pick. So these three things if we follow, then we can have some bunch of keywords which we can put on our headline. And if we are putting it on headline, what we have to do is we have to change our headline for every 6 months. So that is what suggested by most of the mentors on LinkedIn. So we should not stick to only one LinkedIn header. We have to experiment it with different keywords. So for 6 months, each time for the 6 months, you can keep on changing it with the, you can play with the keywords on LinkedIn. So where the keywords work on LinkedIn. So I want to also add this thing to that. So in skills, in about section, in experiment experience section, sorry. So in these three things, the words and the text whichever you mention, make sure you're adding the keywords in that, then your
So
profile will get
hashtag,
ranked.
by keywords you means hashtag, na?
No, not hashtag. Hashtag is different. Hashtag is under the post, but keyword is a word which people will get ranked when search. Like if people are
Okay.
searching for a freelance content writer, if content writer is in your profile many times, then your profile will get ranked. So you have to
Okay.
make sure you are putting it in a meaningful way, not just stuffing all the keyword content writer keywords in that. We should be building the text in a meaningful way so that your profile is getting ranked for that keyword.
Wow, that's great. Yes, so you rightly explained कि we should keep experimenting. Keywords का R&D कैसे करना है,
Yes.
very well explained, very rightly explained. So other than that, what are the your bonus advice for all the whoever is watching, कि LinkedIn में कौन सी चीज़ों का ख्याल रखना चाहिए ताकि मैक्सिमम ट्रैक्शन या मैक्सिमम अटेंशन, अगर मैं आपका प्रोफाइल देख रहा हूँ तो आई कैन सी कि यू हैव मेंशन एवरीथिंग ऑन द डॉट, सो वो कैसे कर
Hmm.
सकते हैं? मेजर ऐसी 2-3 चीज़ ख़्याल रखना चाहिए, वो बताइए प्लीज़?
Hmm. So, the thing what I want to mention to put on your profile is be genuine about your expertise. So, if somebody is searching for your keyword and you're getting ranked, they will find you and they will come and connect with you. When they connect with you and see your profile, you should be also sharing the content relevant to your keywords mentioned on your profile. So you have to make sure that your keywords are also matching your expertise as well. We are not just telling it to just raise about the noise on LinkedIn. We should also focus that we are expert in it. Unless and until we are expert in something, we should not mention it openly. Like if you're also make sure that if you're adding something which is like suppose you are a business owner and you don't have some sort of skill as your expertise, but you have a team member or a partner who is expert in that skill, make sure to add that person's name, like this person is contributing for this skill on my services, on my business. So this thing you can do it. And one more thing, what I want to advise is on LinkedIn, if we want to grow and grow our followers, network, everything, what all we want to grow the numbers on LinkedIn, we have to be contributing, connecting, and collaborating. So these three things we have to do. And what we need to avoid is competing. Competition is something which should be definitely avoided on LinkedIn. I have been seeing many people like they are competing with other people's content. They are trying to copy the content. They are just putting the same content in a just by changing two to three words using chat gpt. So that is not something we should do. That is something which will decrease your credibility as well. So what I suggest is we need to collaborate, contribute, and connect. So these are the three things which we can do on LinkedIn. So collaboration in the sense, if you are not good at some skill and you are taking a lot of time to implement that skill, then collaborate with the people who are expert in that. So that way you can do that.
Well said. Collaborate, have courage to be honest, and give credit if you don't know. That's the takeaway.
Yes.
Well, very well said. So audience, thank you for joining in, and yes, Hitesh is thanking you for the answer. Thank you for answering, Humera. Yes, so that was amazing. We got to know so many things, Humera, and the session was quite insightful. So before we leave you, give us your final words. Your takeaway, a takeaway for our audience. Your final advice, a concluding note, or any success mantra for our audience.
So for any success mantra in the sense what I have been experimenting on my profile, I did it for 1 month, and trust me, I lose a lot of engagement and traction by doing this, and I want you all to avoid doing this. So what I did was I used chat gpt continuously for 1 month for creating the content, and that completely has bring down my engagement for my post. So that was I did it as an experiment, but you please don't try it because even though we are using chat gpt for creating the content, we have to make sure that we humanize it. Like we have to build it in a tone of voice. You can use linkedin for sorry, you can use chat gpt for generating the ideas of the topic. If you're not able to generate the content ideas, you can use it. But creating content using chat gpt is completely no, which I would like to suggest to everyone, because it has completely decreased my engagement.
Okay, so great piece of advice for our audience that you should avoid chat GPT. Though even though it was a concluding note, but I would like to ask a follow up question on that. So if not chat GPT, so you are saying no for chat GPT or no for any AI?
Uh, I am not saying no for any AI or no, completely no for ChatGPT. What all we use, like automation was something which was in boom. So we were automating many activities. Now AI is in boom, which we are doing some things very faster. We can use all these technologies, but it should not seem like we are completely depending on it. We have to also make some human work on it. We have to give our hand so that it looks like it is created with purpose on LinkedIn. Also,
So
ChatGPT is a product of Microsoft, and LinkedIn is also a product of Microsoft. So they will have some algorithms behind which will be tracking like this so and so content is generated from ChatGPT. So that may get banned.
so very very rightly said कि ऐसा completely copy paste या completely उसका content use नहीं करना चाहिए. You can
Yes,
get some content ideas from it, and then you can
mhm,
use your create your own version. So that's
yes,
the takeaway for me. Very very well said. So audience has committed. We have shared the link of free ebook, so you can take it from there. This is again showing the LinkedIn ID of Humera, and also added that in the chat box. So here is the link of ebook. You can get it from the link. I will also post this ebook link in the YouTube description. So if you forget to get this chat, then do check our YouTube description. You will get the ebook link from there. So with that note, we again thank you, Humera, for sparing her valuable time and giving her insight about today's session. And this was amazing session. We got so many insights and inputs, and I'm sure audience will be definitely able to use this, और काफी कुछ inputs इससे मिलेंगे. So Umira, thank you so much for joining in, and
yes,
hope to see you again with some different inputs on and different insight
definitely.
on LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is
Yes,
your forte and you are doing so much so good in LinkedIn. So आप काफी कुछ R&D करते कर रहे हैं, तो hope to see you again with some different insights and different tips and
yes,
tips and advice for our audience.
sure,
So thank
sure.
you so
Thank
much.
you so much, people.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah.
so much. Stay blessed. See you soon.
And
Thank you.
thank you, audience, and happy Navaratri to you all.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yes, audience. So this was our 94th session, and next week हम ऐसे ही experts को invite करेंगे. So see you on Friday with our different expert. Friday and Saturday दोनों दिन हमारे session है. तो stay tuned. Follow me on LinkedIn to get our regular updates. And if you're watching it on YouTube, then do subscribe our YouTube channel. Press the bell icon to get the regular updates. So, audience, this session was powered by Post Resume. We are providing recruitment services across India and Africa since 2007 for mid to senior level uh, candidates across IT, engineering, manufacturing, and pharma industry. So, if you're looking for any career guidance, then do connect with me, do DM, do follow me. And if you're looking for any talent solutions for your organization, then do connect with us. We'll be happy to help you. So, with that note, once again, wish you happy Navratri, happy Durga Puja, and stay blessed, keep smiling. Cheers.